Alright, we are live here at Dover Motor Speedway for the Monster Mile for D1. Alright, we're going to go CD5 at the top of the screen to go green flag. And the green is out. Cyrus almost jumps the start. Squishy goes at an appropriate time. Tonio's going to give Squishy the bump going into turn 1. And we are underway at the Monster Mile of Dover Motor Speedway. Tonio already getting to the inside of our pole sitter. Squishy using the outside run to his advantage to get himself a run. As Cyrus and Dragon get into each other. Cameron tries to get onto the inside. Doesn't quite get there. We're going to go 4 wide for the front. Antonio already having a huge issue as Cameron is going to lead us to lap 1. Dragon right behind in P2, followed by Cyrus and Car Guy on the bottom. Dragon's going to get shoved up a little bit. Cyrus is going to look for an outside lane, but he goes up a little aggressively. Gets himself into a little bit of an issue. Squishy, quiet start for Squishy, but he did lose the lead. As Cameron is starting to outstretch it. Car Guy in P2. As Dragon Antonio in the back. Chaotic restarts, but overall a spread out long run is what we should expect here at Dover Motor Speedway. There's Cameron out in front, Car Guy in the 77 chasing him down. He gets a good run going into turn 1. Car Guy's right behind Cameron. He's going to bump him up the track a little bit. Doesn't quite stay there. Cameron's going to get enough of a... going to be fortunate enough to get that outside run. Car Guy was going to block Cyrus. Cyrus dives down to his inside, looking to keep himself in the battle for the lead. As yesterday, Cyrus was the stage winner for the D2 race, but got caught up into a lot of incidents, but still battled back to finish P3 at the end. Cameron currently leading our first 5 laps here at Dover. So now we're seeing a more single file field. Car Guy making a move on Cyrus for P2. Who the heck is this guy? Oh, it's Vaughn. Vaughn showed up. He's not even a D1 driver yet. Okay, but Cameron currently holding out in front. Car Guy is gonna move him out of the way to looking really low into turn 1. Car Guy can clear here. I think he can get away with the lead out of turn 2. He does do just that. Cameron tries to make a pretty convincing move there. Here comes Squishy to the inside and make it 3. And they're going to go 3 wide across the stripe. Car Guy is going to lead that lap. And Cameron is going to go into a 3 wide for P2. Drop out of it. They're still 3 wide now for the lead instead. As Tonio all the way down on the bottom loses out on the outside run. Still going to remain in the battle for P2 with Cyrus. As Car Guy is going to start to breathe the clean air out in front. Oh, they're 4 wide. Oh my god, Tonio gets put into the wall again. But he saves it. And as Car Guy leads his second lap of the day, Cameron and Cyrus both pounce on him for the lead. I don't know what the hell Cameron just did, but Cyrus is going to get the ultimate run out of that to take the lead back. Car Guy's going to dive onto the inside of Cameron to take P2. And just like that, the number 56 takes the lead. Now Cameron trying to get to the bottom of Car Guy. Car Guy not really happy with the 27's decision of making that move. As Cyrus leads out in front, his second lap led so far. He does good work in that number 56 Chevrolet. Keep the lead. As Cameron trying to track him down in the 27. Car guy right behind them. Cyrus continues to hold the lead, having some help with the outside run. Here comes car guy to make the outside work against Cameron. I'd say it's a very tedious process to get the pass done on the outside here at Dover. Oh, but huge mistake from Cyrus right there allows car guy to lead that lap over him. And car guy puts Cyrus into the wall. Oh, reports lag, but that is going to screw over Cyrus and car guy. They are both going to lose the pack here. So Cameron's going to remain out in front, Squishy in P2, but Tonio's contesting that on his inside. Cameron remains out in front here at Dover. Dragon coming across the line P2 there with Squishy side by side with them. Tonio has a very, very tight exit of turn 2 there as car guy and Cyrus starting to catch up with that pack again. 11 to go in stage 1. So 3 wide for P2 at the moment between Tonio, Squishy, and car guy. Get a little squabbly there. Squishy tries to clear himself for P2. Cameron soaring out front with the lead. As Dragon and car guy getting into it, that gets into Squishy's door, but Squishy keeps the car straight. And now Cyrus entering the equation of the Battle of the Fords. Cyrus trying to make his way by. But it is competitive racing here at Dover, so easier said than done for the 56 as the 30 is going to get to the inside of the 56. The 56 overcorrects, gets himself and the 23 into the wall. Okay, I'm going to start giving out warnings for wall riding off of the corner. So we have single filed out here. Five laps to go in stage 1. Dragon starting to catch Squishy for P2 here. Could become a battle for that position soon enough. I think my browser just crashed because, oh my gosh. Cameron out in front, Squishy P2, Dragon P3. Tony holding on to P4, Car Guy at P5, and Cyrus back in P6. 2 laps to go in stage 1. As white flag for stage number 1, as Dragon starting to make a move for P2 on Squishy. I do have to note that this is a battle for getting above the chase for the Zogler cutoff line, as Squishy is above it. Dragon is not. Dragon putting on a good show here today, trying to get himself above that cut line. Same with Car Guy. I think Car Guy would really benefit from it. As Cameron wins stage 1, Dragon goes P3 in stage 2 against Squishy in a clean battle at the end there. Yeah, it was a good battle for P2 at the end there. Although the whole Car Guy and Cyrus thing kind of just gave the stage away to Cameron. Oh. Oh. It's a little dark. It's also still dark. Okay. Time 7? No, that's not right. 14? Time 8? Yep, it's not even timing. Oh, that's too bright. That's a little too bright. Hold on. I guess 5 is good. Yeah, we'll keep it at 5, whatever. Alright, is everybody ready for stage 2? Is Car Guy ready? I'm just making sure because he's lagging, so I don't want him to just go. Okay. C5. Green flag out in the air. Squishy almost jumps to start, but not quite. And it's an uneven start for everybody as Squishy gets tight into turn 1 after a little bit of a door nudge from Cameron. Antonio's going to take over P2. Now Car Guy getting into the back bumper. Squishy for P3. Cam leads his 20th lap that time around. Antonio and Squishy chase down after him. Never mind, here comes Dragon to the inside for P3. Just barely runs out of room. Now Tonio and Cameron probably going to battle here for the lead. As Tonio remains right behind him. You're going to bump the 27 of Cameron. Just stay right behind him. It's like right on his tail. As they are battling for P4 right behind him with Carguy and Cyrus. Here comes Tonio to the inside of Cameron. It's a huge run. He leads the lap just by an inch. That was a crazy move from Tonio to take the lead away from the 27. It does work out for the 30 as he does keep the lead. The 27 is going to dive down low. Tonio's going to block low. Oh, and Tonio goes into the wall. He bounces off it. That somehow kept him in the lead. Oh, Antonio once again with the very aggressive block. That gets Cameron and Carguy into some trouble. Squishy somehow moved into P2. That was a crazy looking move from him. Antonio leads his third lap of the race now. Mostly keeping it in the middle. Squishy starting to gain ground on him from it. Maybe, not really. Antonio now maintaining your lead here at Dover. Squishy, Dragon, and Cyrus battle for P2. Behind him, oh my goodness! Huge spin for Dragon. He goes into the wall after a very aggressive spin. And Cameron and Carguy also get into it a little bit. Carguy turns around Cameron. And that will be the caution, but Carguy will get a to the back penalty because that looked very intentional to purposely bring out that yellow flag. But our first racing yellow. One time you make it to the front. Oh my god, Cameron and Carguy just died. The second Tonio starts to lead. I don't know. I would blame Carguy. But Carguy's going to the back of the pack. I don't care where the hell he was. He's going to the back. Dragon, you're P4, I'm pretty sure. And Cameron's P5. And then Carguy's P6. Alright, is everybody ready to get this going again? Looks like we're all ready, and it's gonna go CD5 to the top of the screen. As we're gonna go green flag once again here at Dover Motor Speedway, and it's and I started lagging. A lot of vision lag on that start. Oh, Squishy dives himself to the bottom of the racetrack. That gets into Cyrus a little bit. They're gonna go 3 wide for P2. Never mind, they're only 2 wide for P2. As Tonio is gonna start to get away in the number 30 Kopec Ford. So everyone else doing whatever they can to keep up behind, trying to look for positions where they can get them with 16 to go in stage 2. Car guy moves up to P2. Oh, he hits the wall off the corner. That's going to get him and Squishy into a problem. Squishy's going to go to the back. They're going to go 3 wide for P2. Not a lot of room left for each other there. Oh my god, and it's a synchronized dance down the back straightaway between Cameron and Squishy. As it's a huge battle for P2 between Cyrus, Car Guy and Dragon. Car Guy and Dragon currently 2 wide for the position as Tonio continues to strive out in front. Dragon doors his team owner down the front straightaway. Probably not pleased for what I would have to assume. They're going to go 3 wide now as Cyrus goes onto the inside. Just barely doesn't have enough room. That's going to cause some trouble between them. And going into the corner, they go up the racetrack. Seems like a common trend here. Car Guy almost hits the pit wall, comes back up into Cyrus. But they do keep it straight. Cyrus dives into the inside of Dragon. Not sure what he's doing there. He gets a little loose. Doesn't get the car to stick through the corner. Dragon is going to handedly take P2. And now Cameron behind Car Guy. Car Guy got really loose from that bump from Cameron. And it's an aggressive battle for P2 between Cyrus and Dragon. Cyrus really wants the position, but Dragon is doing everything he can to defend it in that number 23 Ford. As Cameron is overtaken Car Guy, it looks like. Tonio continues to lead out in front. That is a generational 2-wide battle between Cyrus and Dragon. Cyrus ruffles him up. He's going to push him up the track now. Oh my god, Cameron and Car Guy get into it a little bit. A lot of things going on behind Tonio, which is the battle for second and the battle for fourth. This is actually allowing Squishy to catch up with all this battling behind. Tonio continues to lead. Oh, Cyrus and Cameron get into a little bit of trouble off the corner as Cameron looks at the 56 back bumper for P3. He's looking for the pass now, gets to the inside. Cyrus remains on the outside of Cameron. Through turn 3 and 4. Cameron's going to clear off of 4. Cyrus is still going to get a good enough run and is going to stay on the outside of the 27 as Tonio continues his reign on the lead. Too wide for P2 now. It is a 4-way battle for the second spot. Oh, Cyrus tries to thread the needle to make it 3 wide for P2. Doesn't quite do it, and Cameron gets himself P2. Car Guy does have a run to counter it. Not letting the 27 get away either. Oh my goodness. I do not know why Car Guy just did that. What the hell? As we are at 2 of 3 caution. That ruins Dragon and Cyrus's race. It is another lag issue for the 77. Accidentally takes out Cyrus and Dragon. As Tonio continuing to lead out in front. Cameron and Car Guy left to chase him down, with Squishy behind them. 5 laps to go in stage 2. Antonio still your leader. Car guy now getting to the inside of Cameron for P2. Doesn't quite stay with him though. Cameron does get a better outside run. Antonio remains at the front. Pretty chillax after everything cleared out. It's pretty chill at the moment. Antonio just cruising at the front. And coming to the white flag of stage 2. Cameron right behind Antonio, kind of closing in a little bit. I don't know why the ticker says Cameron's the leader. That's just not the case at all. Antonio gets a better outside run down the back straightaway. And going into turn 3, Antonio dives it in real deep, trying to keep that lead to win stage 2 off of turn 2 or off of turn 4. It's going to be Antonio with the stage 2 victory at the Monster Mile. A jumbled little mess here at the end of this. But valuable stage points nonetheless for some of these drivers. Well, but the last 2 laps, my eyes were making everything look smaller. What does that even mean? What? It's back. What the hell is Alice in Wonderland syndrome? What is that? Check my emails real quick. Be back in a second. Right. Anyway, is everybody ready in some way? I don't know. Antonio is NR. Cameron is NR. He's got to pee. Can't see Antonio's chats anymore. I can see you. I don't like that my computer's trying to install things while I'm doing this. I can see everybody's chats. I'm in like the weird middle ground in terms of like the ages. Alrighty. Well, in this case, is everybody ready to get going again? I don't know if Tony is here. You're 17. I'm 17 too. I don't know why it gave me 17 to 21. It gave me 16 to 17, which is a weird little range that they have. I don't know what's up with it. Anyway, is Tonio here? I don't know if he's here. Yeah, okay, so Tonio isn't here. It's good to know. Well, while we're here, I'm just gonna tell you guys what's going on for the next like week. So Monday or Wednesday, it depends really. We'll have, or I'll see about doing um a truck Daytona fun race, since I have those set up, and I should probably do one of those. And probably the next week we'll do the actual Daytona thing and start the truck season. Since I think we could have it done by next week, because next week is Daytona week, so we don't have any races next week. So all right, anyway, is everybody ready to go? Green flag. Tonio's here. He's back, so I'm assuming he's ready. Tonio, Cyrus, Cameron, Squishy. Car guy was just talking, so I know he's ready. And Dragon's ready. We're gonna go CD5 at the top of the screen. Green flag out in the air. Going into turn number 1, Cameron takes the lead away from Tonio. Tonio has a terrible exit into turn 1, gets Squishy involved, and Cameron gets away with the lead. Tonio says sorry to Squishy. But car guy trying to chase down the 27 at the moment. He's not doing a half bad job, as he's actually kind of beating the 27 in the corners. Yeah, car guy right behind Cameron. He gets a good run. Here he comes to the inside. Here comes car guy looking for the lead. He's going to get it here on Cameron. Oh my goodness, they almost go into the wall. Car guy, your new leader here at Dover. Cameron's going to try and get him back for the position. Cameron does get a better run off the corner. He's going to look onto the inside. Car guy's going to do a very late block. Cameron's going to come up the track. Almost wrecked the guy. And here comes Dragon to Cameron now. It's Cameron now in the lead. Dragon behind him. Cam's still out in front. Dragon behind him, followed by Cyrus and Car Guy. They're getting really squabbly behind for all the positions. Tonio gets to the inside of Dragon for P2. Antonio has the clean air to go chase down the number 27, but not really, because here comes Car Guy to the inside of Tonio. He's going to clear for P2. Antonio's going to give the 77 a push off the corner. Cameron still out in front by Cyrus. Oh, Cyrus gets bombarded by the 23 and the 41 who come in on the inside. Oh, that's a problem behind them. Dragon. Never mind. Everybody kind of keeps it clean. Never mind. What is going on here? Oh my goodness, we have a flip. Dragon flips over in turn 1 and 2. That is going to be the yellow flag. First yellow flag of stage 3, and it's a flip through turn 1 and 2. This beef is pretty funny, man. A 6-car race, a lot of temper just to be had in this field. Did I get a clip of... I did not get a clip of that. Alright, is everybody ready? Any people are ready. Tonio and Car Guy aren't ready. Car Guy's ready. Tonio's always saying his little catchphrase. Are we ready or not, guys? Tonio. Alright, CD5. Just gonna go CD5 at the top of the screen. Green flag out in the air. And it's an aggressive restart here. It's once again people just jockeying for any type of position here. Squishy's gonna take the lead off of this start. Oh my goodness, big incident on the back straightaway. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. And it is a yellow flag. Again. Oh my god. How the hell did Cyrus do that? Okay. Alright, well, whatever. Are we ready to go green flag? Let's try not having any DNFs here, guys. Come on. Alright, we're gonna go CD5 at the top of the screen. Never mind, Tony is already. Okay, he's ready. Yeah, I did. Alright, CD5 at the top of the screen since we're all ready. Green flag out in the air. Cyrus backs out of the start. Cameron muscles his way to the lead. I don't know what's happening between Tonio and Dragon there. Tonio's going to get to the inside of Cam. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like they're losing speed. We're going to go 4 wide for the lead into turn number 3. Tonio all the way on the bottom. Squishy has no choice but the wall ride as they go 5 wide for P2. Tonio leads out in front. Dragon with a huge hit in the wall. And that is going to bring out a 1 of 3. Dragon taking some hard hits today here at Dover. Car guy keeping himself in position to get himself a points finish. I don't know what happened to Tonio just now. Moment. Cameron stays out in front. Tonio in P3. Squishy in P4. It's a 4 car pack for P2 between Cyrus, Tonio, Car Guy, and Squishy. Oh my god, Car Guy and Squishy just get pummeled into the inside wall. Car Guy probably having lag issues again. Oh, and Tonio and Cyrus get into each other there. Cameron continuing to lead the race. Cameron continues to lead. The battle for P2 is quite interesting as nobody can seem to settle in P2 whatsoever. Oh my god, and Squishy's in the wall. We're having a little bit of a streamlined race as we go single file after that happened to Squishy. It's unfortunate that they calmed down after they took him out, but Antonio holding on to P2, Car Guy in P3. 15 laps to go here. Cameron continues to lead out in front. Oh my god. Oh, Car Guy having more lag issues, loses all them spots. How is that Cyrus's fault? What? 12 to go, and that'll lock up most laps led for Cameron. So now it is just a debacle on on whether there's another caution or if we will have a chase to the line for the win. 11 laps to go. Tonio holds on to P2, Cyrus right behind him, Dragon in P3, or Dragon in P4, and then Car Guy in P5. But Tonio and Cyrus doing their best efforts to catch the number 27 of Cameron, who currently leads out in front. 10 laps to go. I would say it is within the second place interest that if you can tell that they're faster, I would say you should probably let them go so that you have a shot at getting them to battle for the lead. Nine laps to go. Cameron still out in front. Tonio trying to chase him down. The two stage winners out in front. And Cyrus, who won a stage yesterday, but has shown promising runs here today. Eight laps to go. And they are closing that gap on the 27. Cyrus approaching the back bumper of Tonio. Six laps to go. It's a meticulous battle. Oh, Cyrus has an issue. Overcorrects into the outside wall. Not sure what happened with the 56 right there. But 30 of Tonio still chasing down the 27. 5 to go. Cyrus once again getting to the inside of Tonio. Cameron probably hoping those two battle. 4 laps to go. Car guys caught Cyrus, Antonio. But nobody's too wide at the moment. This is all single file here at the end. Just gonna ask lock just in case. Three to go. They've actually lost a little bit of ground on the 27. 30 dives it in way deep. That sacrifices Cyrus. Dragon making a move for P3 now. And they're aggressive between Cyrus and Dragon. I have no idea what those two just did to each other. That totally screws up Cyrus's run at the end of this race. Two to go. Antonio out in front. There's a spin in the back. And that is the third spin. Squishy dies. And it is going to be the end of this green flag run. And it is going to propel us to FIRA overtime. Dragon stuck. Well, nobody is just really gonna yeah, okay, there you go. Cyrus saves Dragon. As we are at our first overtime attempt at Dover, the Monster Mile. 2 laps to go in a shootout to decide the race winner. All right. Is everybody ready for this restart? Hopefully the last. CD5 here at Dover Motor Speedway for the final restart of the race. Antonio nudges Cameron to the bottom. They're going to go side by side through the corner. Oh my god, Squishy had a horrendous start with Dragon back there. Antonio's going to get the lead. Cameron in P2. Antonio slows up real. Oh my god, I'm lagging. And it's going to be the final lap. Here comes Car Guy to the back bumper of Antonio. Cyrus and Cameron get into it. Car Guy right behind Antonio. I'm lagging. I can barely even see the end. Oh my god. Antonio still out in front. Car Guy's team owner right behind him. Cameron in P3, but he can't make a run happen from back there. I don't even know why I'm mentioning it. Antonio is going to get away with the win here at Dover after chaotic overtime there. Antonio wins the race at the Monster Mile. Okay. I was expecting burnouts, but it's a celebration throughout Discord chats at the moment. You forgot how to do a burnout, bro. You won at code. Okay, whatever. Did he just pull it into victory lane? I think he's just gonna pull into victory lane. Probably. Maybe. Oh no, he's doing a burnout in turn one. Antonio, your winner here at Dover. I'm gonna take his picture and then we'll get to the interviews here from the Monster Mile. Antonio, do whatever little emote you're gonna do. Yeah, there you go. All right, and just like that, that is the end of. Yeah, that's the end of this. We're gonna go ahead and get interviews in. First, starting with race winner in the overtime. Tonio wins at Dover.
Hi.
After chasing down Cameron in those final few laps, and overtime really helped you close the gap there at the end. You stuck to the
Yeah.
outside, really well on his side, and ended up getting away with the outside run off the
Yeah.
corner. I think that's the moment where you probably got away with this race win as Car Guy was able to move right behind you. And since he's his team owner, I don't think he was going to move you out of the way. But in that moment, what were you thinking?
Well, I'm very happy. I did some, I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, Cameron. I was kind of a bitch on the front stretch of the very first lap of the overtime. But apart from that, I just hugged the outside as much as I could without actually wall riding. I got the run, and then and yeah, I cleared them. Then into the final lap, I was getting nervous because Cara was behind me, but yeah, he didn't really make a move. I'm guessing he wanted me to win. I love the car guy. But yeah, I am very happy to get this second wins ticket on the car. And yeah, it was crazy fast, though that it was odd since sometimes the car would get tight and I would hit the outside wall for some reason. Like I have a clip of that. Yeah. No, yeah, double wins with the Copec cars. I know the yesterday's win was questionable, and I'm sorry again for that incident. But yeah, very happy, and I think it's the first Midwest Motorsports 1-2 since Kansas season 2, which is amazing.
That is huge
And the
news,
same
actually.
people too, just switch places. Yeah,
All right.
I'm
Well,
happy.
congratulations on the win here at the Monster Mile, Tonio.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
move on to Car Guy who finished P2. We'll get everybody else in interview. Car Guy, at the end of that race, I think you were like P3 or P4 going into the overtime, but what did it take to get to P2 at the end of this one?
Mainly patience and Cameron doing what Cameron does best, sell. So, but yeah.
All right, bro. Okay. That's gonna be the end of Car Guy's interview. Congrats on the P2. We'll talk about it later in main com. Or never mind. He's raising his hand. He had more to say. I don't know. It is.
I thought you were gonna ask more questions because you only asked one question.
I don't know. I thought you were just gonna go on your spiel. Everybody goes on their little
Oh,
spiel, and then it's
anyways,
like,
okay. You know what? Yeah, but anyways, just regarding that, Cameron, honestly sucks still. He still goes below the line to make passes. That's the only reason why he makes passes for P1 because that's all that he does. And he's honestly D2 material still. So I don't know how he isn't put down there yet, but Cameron Bell is in fact D2 material. So, but other than that, good race. I had pretty good potential to win, but last lap I was going for the win, trying to at least, but I just had really crappy runs towards the end. So I'm like, whatever. But best finish I've had all season. Surprisingly, I don't know how I've gone this long without a win, but oh well. But yeah, happy for Tonio, happy for the team, happy for the 1-2 and Dragon, which I haven't seen him race at all, but he's pretty good, so happy about that.
Right. Well, congrats on that, car guy. We're gonna go ahead and get the Cameron interview. A heartbreaking way to end this race, but still comes out of the race with a podium, despite it all. Hey, Cameron.
Are you gonna ask like a question or something?
Oh, yeah, I can ask a question. Okay, so I don't even know what question to ask. It's hard to ask a question to somebody that just basically had a very good chance at winning, and then the overtime kind of screwed him out of it. But um, overall, you still finished with a P3 finish here at Dover, but was it more of a left to be desired type of race for you?
100%. I want to start off by responding to Car Guy's remarks. I don't know what he's talking about, me being D2 material. I don't remember passing under the line unless I was forced. And I led most of the race, and he was back in the pack wrecking a bunch of people, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I want to say that you gotta be kidding me with that fucking caution for that shit. That was the most intentional wreck I've ever seen. I look back, I'm hoping for no caution. I'm hoping Tonio doesn't catch me. We're on the back stretch, and I look around, and I see whoever's spinning. They keep it straight, and they just turn into the wall. They just turn straight up the track into the wall and wreck.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. All I saw
But
was
yeah,
that
if you find out who that was, I think
a car was
they
missing
should
behind us, and for an official, that's like the worst thing I could possibly see. So I put the yellow out because we were at 2 of 3.
But yeah, that shouldn't have been a caution. And if it was, if it had to be a caution, then you know what, that should have been a huge penalty for whoever did that, because that was the most intentional wreck I've ever seen. But yeah, robbed again for like the third week in a row. What is it?
I don't think this was third week in a row.
I got
Honestly, I
robbed
don't
by a
think you were
mile.
robbed at Texas.
I don't know. I was running the inside, and then someone dove underneath me under the line. Have you even showed up?
No, Khan showed up last race, and because of all the goofy little penalties at the end, he ended up winning Texas. So
Yes, that's right. But like, you gotta be kidding me. That was my best race so far this season, and I get robbed because of some guy deciding that he wants a caution because he's too far back, and he just turns into the wall when giving the opportunity.
mm. Well, going to Dega, do you have a positive look at that?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a super speedway. I'm so pissed off right now. I'm so done with this shit. Like, this is why I don't win Sonic, because of shit like that. People just rigging the race, doing spin gates, and you don't fucking see it. You just don't see it. You just miss it.
I'm sorry, when was our last spin gate? I can't remember the last spin gate. Honestly, this one could have been a spin gate, but again, I didn't see it. But
Okay,
the other cautions were
Tonio can't
legit.
even say that because Sonic, you literally reviewed it, and it wasn't. I hit the inside wall at Richmond on accident.
I did, but I'm just saying, when was the last time we actually had a spin gate?
I don't remember a time.
Exactly. You can't just say there's always a spin gate and I always miss it if you can't even remember a spin gate and me missing it.
I'm not saying like a spin gate specifically. I'm saying you miss like stupid shit that like is important.
Well, I'm sorry you're upset, but you know, like I don't know. All I can really tell you
But yeah,
is keep moving
pretty
forward.
undeserved race winner today.
I do not
I don't
think
know
it
when
was
we're
undeserved.
ever gonna win because of this.
Okay. Well, see you,
I think it
Cameron.
was pretty undeserved.
Okay. Well, very opinion-based interview there. All right. Hey Joe. Hey
Sonic.
Cyrus. Pretty very up and down race for you in the 56 team today. You looked really fast, but it seemed like every time
Mostly,
you
yeah.
got to the front, there was some inexplicable mishap.
Yeah, it was just all race. Not very happy with the points. Trying to catch Ghost points lead. This is supposed to be the race, but not even a stage. So probably not even gonna get even close to his points, even though he didn't even race. What else? For a 6-pack, wait, how many people were here? 6 people? It was pretty crazy for 6 people, but yeah. All right, that's all I gotta say though.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out, Joseph. Thanks for everybody for coming out during you know, something like the Super Bowl. That's pretty sick. And yeah, no, some of you might be upset about the outcome, but you know, that's sometimes just how it is. Racing's a bitch sometimes. Um, yeah. Good night. Love you guys. Stay safe. All that stuff. See you guys at Talladega in 2 weeks.